the British people get the sense from all of this that basically the Border Force, the Royal Navy, the Home Office, the RNLI are all working for the other side?
Oh, but this is not a recent development. When I was in Parliament in the 1980s, this is exactly what was happening.
So it was going on even then?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well, Harvey. So you're saying that this has been going on for decades?
Well, the issue of immigration has been going on for a long time, certainly before and when I was a Member of Parliament. I was thinking tonight, in preparation for speaking to you, that when I was 25, the population of the United Kingdom was about 52 million. It's now 68 million and growing. And when you hear politicians of both sides, but particularly the government recently, saying they need more doctors, more nurses, more teachers, more houses, I'd like to put something to you. I think we need less people.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
Therefore, the question is, how do we achieve that position? Well, certainly there should be no further immigration from anywhere into the United Kingdom for permanent settlement, not one. We should have a policy. I notice Keir Starmer today is going on about a point system. I'm sure his point system will only be to increase the number of immigrants coming to this country. My point system is simply this: no immigration policy can or will succeed unless from this point the number of people in this country reduces year on year on year. I, as a Member of Parliament, sought to raise the issue in Parliament and outside of mass immigration in the 60s, 70s, continuing to the 80s. I was attacked. I was called a racist. I have to say, I have never made racist comments, unlike Labour MPs.
That's a good point to make. People don't seem to connect the issue here, though. As you pointed out, the housing market is wrecked. The so-called health system, which isn't really a functioning health system anymore, is wrecked. We have hotels that are filled permanently now with these people arriving on the southern shore. And yet people seem to think that France has a population density basically a third of England's, and yet they're shipping their people to us. Why do we go along with it?
You're right on in density of population. We are more densely populated than India. I've been to India 20 odd times. I know. We are more densely populated than India. We are one of the most densely populated countries in Europe. I think there are 2 or 3 other countries that might, for special reasons like Holland, Netherlands, be more densely populated. So let's divide it into immigrants and refugees. Immigrants, Britain has taken more than its fair share of immigrants over the years, over decades. It's time to call a halt. It is extremely depressing that our Prime Minister should be wanting further immigration. With regard to refugees, yes, we have always been a tolerant home for refugees for centuries. That should continue with this proviso. refugees should be shared throughout the world, not just the easy touch countries like the United Kingdom. The United Nations has a policy that a refugee must seek sanctuary in the first country, safe country they come to. France must be regarded to be a safe country. So we should be negotiating with the French to make sure that they take refugees and help them, not pass them on or allow them to be passed on by immigrant traders, refugee traders, to this country. And I go further. Now we have successfully achieved Brexit. We are out of the European Economic Community or European Union. I didn't want to go in, but I'm pleased we're now out. Then we should say to the French, no more, not one. And if they disagree, we recall our ambassador from Paris, break off diplomatic relations with the French.